Hey guys, how you all doing? I understand it's been a while since I've last uploaded a video. I'll get into that at the end of the video. But today I'm going to be talking about something that's pretty different to my usual content. It's about the disparity in LGBTQ plus talk amongst straight people with the LGBTQ plus community. More specifically, asexual people in this video. I'm mainly making this video because of a clip that I've seen of Karl from Mrbeast stuff. I'm really sorry, I don't know his last name. Basically, he went on to a podcast called Trainwreck's Scuffed podcast, I think it is, and he talked about how he may be asexual. The response from the people on that podcast was nothing short of disgusting. Whether they meant to be insensitive or not is a different story, but it came off really just disgustingly insensitive. I'm going to try my best not to show too much of this clip because I doubt that Karl would like that, and it's not like he's going to watch my video. But however, to get into the first point, I'm going to play a little bit of the clip. So without further ado, let's get into it.
To being asexual, like I really just don't care about any of that stuff too much. I know it sounds like,
yeah,
but it's just the truth. Like I don't know.
That's Karl.
I think there's a difference between like commitment and love, right? Like love, right? And like being with someone, and then the libido factor. Like I feel like the libido factor is brought on by like pure lust. No?
Are you saying that couples are less interested in having sex after being together for a while?
No, no. What I'm saying is
different.
What I'm saying is that I think when you're younger and you're single, that what you're like into is more of the lust, so you're mistaking it for high libido.
Intense.
I didn't have a similar experience.
I can't say I've ever like
me neither
or whatever. That's too funny, dude.
Karl saving himself, I'm sure.
Yeah, Karl, are you a virgin?
Karl, you look so
I feel like I'm this close to being asexual. Like I really just don't care about any of that stuff too much. I know it sounds like,
yeah,
but it's just the truth. Like I don't know.
When I entered God mode with a little bit of clout now, every girl wants me. My DM's full. I realized, dude, I don't have any libido. I don't ever want to do it. I can't even maintain a relationship. All I want is to farm the best, funniest clip.
Okay, so there we go. That's the clip that I wanted to show. The first and most important thing which I think I should talk about is how, oddly enough, straight people seem to try and act like they know everything about the LGBTQ plus community when they just don't. I don't understand why straight people think that. I'm pretty sure most people in the LGBTQ plus community don't really know much about their own communities as it is. They'll know a lot more than straight people. That's just like a fact. But I severely doubt that straight people, on average, will know more about the LGBTQ plus community than people in the LGBTQ plus community. It's honestly just really disgusting to see that, like Trainwreck and those people. I haven't watched a single thing of them. Doesn't look like I'd enjoy it, but it's really horrible to see that they're just being so insensitive. Whether they mean it or not is a entirely different thing. I understand that, but it's the fact that they don't think twice about it. Like they're just going on and on, even though it's clearly making Karl uncomfortable. He looked kind of like anxious and just worried and upset. He was in distress, to summarize it. The thing that people have to realize is that being asexual doesn't just mean you don't have, a sexual attraction to someone. It could also mean that the thought of sex just doesn't sit right in your head at all. And for them to go on and just be so insensitive as they were is honestly just quite horrible. A weird point which I never thought I'd have to bring up is, for some reason, straight people think being asexual has something to do with your age. Like, the older you are, the more likely you are to be asexual. That's not true. Being asexual has nothing to do with your age at all. And for them to, say that, oh yeah, as you get older, the libido factor, whether they said, goes or whatever. It's not true. You could not feel sexual attraction at 15 and still not feel sexual attraction at 62. It doesn't matter. It's just really weird how people think that, especially straight people, how they think, oh yeah, if you're older, you have less sexual attraction. That's not true for many people. And for those that think you can't be asexual when you're younger, just get out. Like, if any of your friends think that, bin them off. They clearly just don't know anything about anything, you know, don't give them the chance to speak if they can't give you the chance you need to express yourself. This was a very horrible thing that I saw in the video, which could also apply to a lot of people in real life. This has happened to me, where people ask a lot about really personal questions. It's not okay to ask really personal questions in general. So why do straight people think it's all of a sudden okay to just ask really stupidly personal questions? People who are asexual or in the LGBTQ+ community. How does that work? I'd really love to know how that works, how that's justifiable. Because honestly, to ask someone who is asexual about their sex life or just really personal questions like that, you're gonna make them feel so stupidly uncomfortable. But you just don't seem to care. You know, if they'll so easily become so visibly frustrated with you, but you just be like, I'm just asking questions. Like, shut up. No. If they want to talk to you about their sexuality, then you know what? Talk to them about it. But don't try to act like you can ask personal questions or you can say whatever you want. Because you can't. You absolutely can't. You should especially stop asking these personal questions if the person you're asking is becoming visibly uncomfortable. This brings me on to my final point of straight people thinking being asexual is like a popularity contest. I'm sure some of you who just heard that has probably just like fucking died in your chair. It's a really strangely odd thing that some of these straight people think. You heard it in the Trainwreck podcast, and you probably hear it a lot in real life. If you're popular, you don't feel sexual attraction to people. Like, that's just not true. You can be popular and be asexual. You can be unpopular and be asexual. You know, you can be popular and be sexual. You can be unpopular and be sexual. It really confuses me how straight people seem to think, you know, some things are popularity contests when they're just not. If you know anyone who's like that, please educate them, right? Please educate them, because they need to know that, you know, being asexual is valid. It's something that's not, and it's something to be joked about. You know, it's a very real sexuality, and asexual people deserve to have the same respect as anyone else in the LGBTQ+ community, and just in general to people who are straight. You know, it's really unfair to not treat them equally. Okay, so obviously, as I said, I'd explain at the end of the video why I was gone for so long. I'm obviously going to keep up my promise. I will explain. Obviously, if you saw my last video, you saw how I wasn't in a very good state. That took a really big toll on me, and I just couldn't, you know, make another video for a while. It's been just over a month now. And can I say that I'm better? No. I'm nowhere near better. I'm not better in the slightest, if I'm being completely honest. But does it mean I'm going to try to still make videos? Yes. It probably seems counterintuitive because I should be doing schoolwork. But honestly, schoolwork is what's been stressing me out a lot recently, and I just can't handle the pressure of it. Whereas, you know, making a YouTube video doesn't really feel like pressure to me. And, you know, I can do that. It's something that I want to do. And I will do it. I am going to be making more LGBTQ focused content now, instead of just random content, because honestly I was seeing such fluctuations in my channel views, even though they're not much, like, you know, just like 100 down to like 40, which is probably a lot of views for some people, but for me that's not good, especially when you consider, especially when you consider my, oh my god, I can't speak, especially when you consider my GTA content. You know, on average got 200, 300 views. It's not good. I am going to try. I promise. I just don't know how long I could hold on for. I really don't know how long I could hold on for, because, I mean, I will be honest, I have been going a little bit crazy. I'm not going to be talking about it in any video ever. If I ever did a live stream, I probably would, but that's if you asked. That's if someone asked. But I'm never going to talk about it. I hope that you guys can respect that. Yeah, honestly, for those of you that have stuck around for the end of the video to see this, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Honestly, you mean so much. Obviously, I don't know who has stuck around. Actually, no, I can know. Let you know. How I still continue on with the put emoji in the comments. If you have got this far, and you have watched this little ramble, can we get you can have a choice this time. Either some stars or some heart or a heart emoji. The sparkling heart emoji, more specifically. I'll put them on screen as usual. I will try to make more videos. I absolutely promise you guys that. I hope you will stick around for them. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Keep smiling. You're awesome. Love you. Bye.